Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this one. Yet another bottom preview for the 24th of May, which is next week. Yep, next week. Need them dates right there. Which will be next Friday. On Knockout Night, being a sponsor. Be Ivan Style Sports sponsor, and we see the return of Okolie as he is set to have a battle in Poland for the WBC Cruiserweight World Title. We don't really count Cruiserweight as a division, really, because there's not many fighters to have a top 15 ranking in the Cruiserweight division at the moment. But it's the return of Okolie, and the last time we saw Okolie was obviously that defeat. He lost his Cruiserweight. He lost his Cruiserweight belt, of course, to Chris Smith in that fight back in May 2023. And he's up against Rozanski. I think Rozanski is more experienced at Cruiserweight. He's a more natural Cruiserweight. Obviously, his last fight was at Cruiserweight against Babis, I'm pretty sure, where he knocked Babis out in the first round. So Okolie's down to the backyard of Rozanski. He's the records then. 15-0 record for Rozanski. Okolie's got 19 wins, 1 defeat, of course, coming against Chris Smith. Both of them were last active 1 year ago. Obviously, Rozanski's a champion at 220 pound division. Poland versus England. Okolie, the under fighter at 31. Rozanski's 38. The latest weight, obviously, this would have been the weight they were at. Okolie was under the 200 pound. Okolie was under the 200 pound. Rozanski was obviously at the 220 pounds, of course. Okolie is the taller fighter, so he'll be the one looking to use his weight and height on Rozanski. And it's a test for Okolie. It's going to be a test, and I think he's the one under pressure on Okolie, because we just don't know where Okolie's doing at the moment in his boxing career. Because I remember doing a video on it, I think it was a couple of months ago, on what's next for Okolie. I honestly thought Okolie still had business to finish in the Cruiserweight division, but he looked like he was tight, wasn't he, at the Cruiserweight limit? He looked like he was tight at the Cruiserweight limit, and I've always felt Okolie, when you look at him, he's always built like a heavyweight, isn't he? He's always built like a heavyweight. You look at Jordan Thompson as well. You think Jordan Thompson, he's another one who's probably too big for Cruiserweight, despite Jordan Thompson hasn't really done anything at Cruiserweight. It's probably because he's a heavyweight, where he isn't he? He's more of a heavyweight. I'm not saying he'll do anything at heavyweight. A bit like Okolie. I don't know if he'll do anything at heavyweight, but that was the next position I would have expected Okolie to be in. I thought he would have straight away got in the heavyweight fight straight away, moving on to the heavyweight division. You just wonder if he's going to be the boxer star potentially. Ben Shalom's star in terms of the heavyweight division, because Ben Shalom's not really got heavyweight, has he? Apart from Martin Batoli, but Martin Batoli is more been fighting on other shows at the moment, hasn't he? And you're looking at Okolie potentially. So it's a chefty fight for Okolie more, in my opinion, because even if Rozanski uses, he can still go on. The pressure's more on Okolie, because we don't know where Okolie's going. in his career. We don't know the answers on what's next for Lawrence Okolie. To be honest with you. So it's going to be an interesting one, I'd say. It's going to be an interesting one because we all know that same argument. If it does the points, then the judges may get fooled by the Polish crowd every time Rozanski punts it or throws a punt. But it isn't daughter points, in my opinion. I think it will daughter points towards the way Lawrence Okolie fought the last time against Chris Smith was absolutely terrible from Lawrence Okolie. It was terrible from him. I expected better from him. All he was doing was cuddling Chris Smith. All he was doing was cuddling him, holding him. And I don't know if Lawrence Okolie can cope with the pressure well either, because he went to Chris Smith's backyard and crumbled all over the place. He was all over the place in that fight and crumbled under pressure. And by the way, that fight was not great at all from both. I don't even think Smith was that great either, to be honest with you, because I was looking at that fight thinking, all this build up and all they're doing is huddling and cuddling each other. Yeah, Chris Smith knocked him down 3 times, but that's because all Okolie was doing, he was just all over the place in terms of his mindset that night, all over the place. And that's what I don't associate with Okolie. I just don't know why he's fighting like that. I just don't know why he's fighting like that. I don't know why it is with Lawrence Okolie. And let's be real, even if he does win this title, Lawrence Okolie, is it really a real title? Really? It's not really a real division, is it? Let's be real. We haven't even got 15 opponents in the bloody division. So I feel Okolie's still in the use for me, even if he does win this fight, which I think he bloody should be winning this fight, in my opinion. If Lawrence Okolie has a lot left in his career, he wins this fight with ease. He should be winning this fight with ease. No, there's no excuses about it. And the pressure, and all the pressure's on him. All the pressure has to be on Okolie this fight. Despite Rozanski is a champion. Because Pizzaway is like a bit of a tin pot where, yes, we will, bit of a tin pot where all these people saying, well, Kevin Durant's champion there, yeah, and so what? We saw the real Kevin Durant against Daniel Dubois. You see what I mean? Kevin Durant bottled it against Daniel Dubois. Yes, we will. But at the same time, I wouldn't be shocked if Rozanski wins because he's more natural, isn't he? He's more natural at this weight, this weight limit. Okolie's going to be the one putting the 3 pounds on, isn't he? He's going to be the one putting the 3 pounds on, but Rozanski just needs to control his weight. That's all he needs to do. And this is going to be Okolie's first fight at Bridgerweight as well. So there is a slight intrigue to it because for me, if Okolie doesn't win, I think his career is done. I really do believe that. Because if Rozanski, right, if Rozanski dropped down, let's say Rozanski went into the heavyweight division, I don't think he'll be done, would he? I don't think he'll be done at the heavyweight division. I think Lawrence Okolie's got more in him to do it at the heavyweight division than Rozanski. I think this is the perfect weight for Rozanski. I'm honestly not sure if this is the perfect weight for Lawrence Okolie. It did raise my eyebrows why he wanted a door to Bridgerweight and not door into heavyweight and take a first tune up at heavyweight. to be honest with you. I mean, his career may not be done even if he does use on Okolie. The last chance, the last hurrah for him is probably at heavyweight. But back-to-back defeats for Okolie, and you think to yourself, but should we be giving a chance at the heavyweight division because he's on back-to-back defeats, and you want to go into the heavyweight division on a back for a win, where you on a back for a win, and for me, I expect Okolie to win this fight. I do expect Okolie to win this fight, despite his Rozanski's natural weight. I do expect Okolie to win this fight. If he doesn't, his career has to be done. Surely, has to be done. You can't go into the heavyweight division on back-to-back defeats in two different divisions. You just can't. So Okolie needs to win. A must win for Okolie to probably save his career, boxing career. To be honest with you. So I expect Okolie to win on points, because the way this fight's gonna be, it is gonna go to points, in my opinion. The way this fight's gonna be, it's just gonna be a slugfest all the way through. Might not be an entertaining watch, to be honest with you. But if Okolie has something about him, Okolie would be knocking him out, in my opinion. Okolie would be stopping Rozanski, in my opinion, and moving into the heavyweight division now. So, I mean, this WBC Cruiserweight World title, I think that's how everything, let's be real. Because even if Okolie wins it, he'll just fucking bin it off straight away and just say, yes, go straight into heavyweight division now. That's what I would expect him to do. So, I'm not going to Okolie on points because I expect him to win. I don't go for what I expect. But the last time Okolie was under pressure was against Chris Smith, and he didn't cope with it well, did he? So, feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Take care, stay safe, and see you later.